Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amber and I'm so glad you've joined me today. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. And if you are a returning friend, thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Well, today is my little Weight Watchers update. I made it to my meeting today, you guys. And in fact, I said to the lady who weighs you in and checks you in at the meeting, yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. I finally made it, and she's like, but you're here today, and so she tried to frame that in a very positive manner, which I appreciate because yes, I do feel a little frustrated that I haven't been there before today, but I was there today. So what did the scale say today? Weight Watchers scale said I was up 0.6. So I know I weighed myself like 2 days ago. I haven't weighed myself since then, but I was 209. So last year when I rejoined Weight Watchers, I was 206. So yeah, up a little bit, but you know what? I feel like I have regrouped. I have just reframed this whole thing, this whole new weight loss journey of mine. And before I said, I'd be very happy if I just lost 20 pounds this year. And I feel like I was going about that all the wrong way. I feel like I really wasn't in it wholeheartedly. And so, yes, while that is true and remains true, if I lost 20 pounds this year, that would be fantastic. If I lost 10 pounds, fantastic. My goal is to get somewhere around 150. So almost 60 pounds now that I need to lose, 59 pounds. But, tracking has been a little meh. So I feel like I wasn't all in. Well, that has changed as of the last week. I am all in. Now I will say a little caveat to my weigh-in today. And I figured it would be up on a little bit because we had Chipotle last night and it was late. And so I feel like even though what I ate was fairly healthy, the burrito bowl, I feel like the extra sodium and it was late. So anyway, just moving forward. So the topic of today's meeting was basically, if you have one, kind of cheat day or one time when you feel like you've really messed up, how do you recover from that? So we're just coming off of July 4th holiday, and holidays are infamously the big temptation time for us, right? When we're trying to adhere to a certain lifestyle and there's so many yummy choices out there. But I thought today's topic was actually very helpful because, she tossed out the question, the leader tossed out the question to the group, what would you do? How would you, say someone, gave it and she ate a pint of ice cream and some potato chips late at night. How do you recover from that? What do you do? And, despite having, made good choices all throughout the day and then just at night, you ate more than what you had planned. So, the group was basically saying, that's just one snack, one moment in time. That is not the entire day, but look at all the other good choices that this person has made throughout the day. And I think so often it's so true. We hone in on, we messed up here. We didn't do what we had planned. We feel frustrated and even bad about ourselves that we didn't stick to our plan and when we've already made so many good choices. So those good choices just kind of go out the window and we hone in on what was so bad. And I guess the challenge with that line of thinking is it can really mess us up. It can become a stumbling block for moving forward in our weight loss journey. So next week's topic is to do with negative thinking and how to overcome that. And I think that will be very good because as much of a positive thinker as I think I am, sometimes I can be really hard on myself. I know that's a shocker. Shock. But Weight Watchers, they always say, how would you talk to yourself in the same manner? How would you talk to a friend? So if your friend, had messed up, gave in to chips and ice cream, whatever, what would you say to them? Show yourself the same kindness, the same grace as you would a friend. And I think that's just something we really have to keep at the forefront of our minds is we need to love ourselves. Most of us probably need to do a better job, self included. So that's really good. Really good topic, really helpful. So I'm excited about the week moving forward. Excited about trying to get in a little more walking. I saw something the other day that said even 10 minutes of walking a day is very helpful. So sometimes we can say, oh, I don't have time for a 30 or 60-minute walk. Well, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. So start small, start where you are, just start, right? These last few weeks have been super busy for me. Super busy. We're actually today, if you hear an odd noise in the background, today we're having our house painted. Well, yesterday and today. And presumably they may finish tomorrow. So we're excited about the transformation, but we've got workers out back and out front. So there might be some stray noise. But so I'm excited. I feel like I finally have just gotten my head more in the game. Whereas before I was like, well, not as mindful, let's just say, about some of my food choices, even though they weren't bad. They just weren't as good as they could be. So I am very much looking forward to the coming weeks. I feel like I'm re-energized to make some traction, get some traction going here with my weight loss. So hope you guys are too. Just trying to be more mindful, always mindful about my overall health. Let's see, about a week, or maybe it's been 2 weeks, I went to the dentist for my dental cleaning. I almost did a video on another I survived my dentist appointment. This one, oh my goodness, I think the tech was fresh out of dental hygiene school, whatever. But I may be switching dentists. It just was a very negative experience, let's just say, as far as pain. But my teeth are clean. I'm good until January. My daughter's mother-in-law is a dental hygienist, so I may be going to see her because I'm pretty sure she'd be a lot more gentle. So that was a couple weeks ago. So talking about taking care of your overall health. And then yesterday I went for my annual dermatologist checkup. So last year I had a couple things removed. Years and years ago, I had a place under my left eye that was precancerous. Actually, and that was still when we were living in Maryland. I had it removed up there, but then there was some regrowth. So last year, the dermatologist froze that again. So anyway, every year I try to go. I am very conscious, especially living here in Florida. I'm very fair. Even if you're not fair, you really should be mindful of the sun and your sun exposure. So anyway, just wanted to get checked out. So yesterday I had yet another thing frozen. It's doing better today, but I had a place here on my hairline, I'll show you, that she had to freeze. Can you see that? Yeah. So it's gonna form a blister. I'm trying not to touch it because it does get itchy and I just wanna scratch it. But anyway, that should form a blister. That's disgusting. And then it will heal over and should be fine. I said, oh, I'm really careful about being in the sun. She said, yeah, that's from your past self. So maybe from when I was a child getting sunburned, in the hairline. I'm very conscious about any moles or cysts or anything like that. I'm like, oh, I don't like this. So I'm glad I had her check it out. And she said, yeah, we'll take care of that. So that was very good. So got that done. Good for another year. Whew. In January, I went to my primary care, had lab work done, as I do every year, and all of that came back good. So I am good for another year until next January with my primary care as well. So had my mammogram done this year. So yes, all of the appointments are done. But yeah, I was asking the dermatologist yesterday, I said, you know, our pool is not heated. So what are the best hours to do swimming? Because our sun here is, if you don't live in Florida, I don't know if you can really appreciate how close to the equator we are, but the sun here is very different from up north and other parts of the country. You know, I'm originally from Maryland, and I can tell you it's very different. Very different. The sun here is, it literally, I've said this for many years, it literally feels like it is sitting on top of your head. It is just like you could fry an egg. It is just so hot, so intense. But she said regarding the swimming hours, before 10 a.m. or after 3 p.m. And she was even recommending the UV sleeves that you can put on your arms. I don't plan to be out there that long, honestly, to need those. But yeah, but you do have to be very careful. I've known people, actually, one of our neighbors 2 doors down, he passed away, I think about a year ago, and he had skin cancer. So it's a very serious thing, and it can spread so quickly. And yeah, you don't want to play around with that. So I definitely recommend everyone to have an annual exam. You know, these, they are specially trained to see things that we just can't see. Last year, one of the things that the dermatologist froze was just a small little mole on the back of my arm, my upper arm of all things. And I remember saying, I didn't even know that was there. She said, well, you wouldn't have thought anything about it. But the thing is that these kind of abnormal moles can turn into cancer. So they want to nip it before it does. So that makes complete sense to me. But yeah, it's the irregular moles that you definitely want to watch out for. But yeah, got to protect yourself in the sun no matter where you live. That's my little PSA for today. But yeah, I'm excited about this weight loss journey, just trying to be sensible about my eating. You know, I love that the Weight Watchers lifestyle is not an all or nothing diet. It is a lifestyle, which means that it's something that becomes normal, a normal way of eating. And for me, that means eating food in closest to its natural state as possible. That is my goal. And kind of in with that, I am trying to remove more chemicals from our house too. I have some all detergent right now. It's the all, I don't know, it's something natural or something, I mean, natural to them. It still has a lot of yucky stuff in it, as far as chemicals, but I'm trying to use that up. But once that's used up, I also have some 7th generation. So I kind of been alternating between the two. But I plan to switch probably exclusively to the 7th generation or the Molly's Suds or some natural brand like that. I've also kind of been looking into, which I need to do more research on, are these laundry sheets. That is intriguing. You just put these, it's kind of like a fabric softener sheet, which we haven't used for years. I definitely do not use those. It is not a necessity, folks. That is a marketing gimmick. We don't need it. I even bought the dryer balls several years ago, and I had them in the little drawer compartment underneath my dryer for several years. And I think I used them once. I offered them to my daughter, and she was so excited, so I gave them to her. we just don't need them. We don't have a lot of static electricity issues. And honestly, I hang up a lot of my clothes. Some of my husband's clothes go in the dryer and linens go in the dryer. But anyway, I haven't needed them. So trying to go a little bit more natural. My daughter was telling me about a facial cream that she has started trying. So I may try it. My skin is very sensitive, very sensitive. I use oil of Olay at night as a moisturizer cream, just very light. And I have used that for forever. But if this cream that she's using works for me, I may test it out first. Then I may switch to that, because that is put out by a company called Honest. And you may know of this. They make baby products, but they also make adult products. So yeah, I just have to be careful with the ingredients, even in some of the natural things. But yeah, definitely going toward a more natural route. Just because, you know, so much, either it causes cancer or, excuse me, or it interferes with your hormones. So, you know, so much has been approved by the federal agencies, but it's not good for you. It's not good. And in many countries, they're banned substances, but here in the US, they're not. My dishwashing detergent of choice for, you know, pans or whatever is Dawn, and I love how it attacks the grease, but I would really like to do more research on a more natural product and something that may be comparable. So one thing at a time. You know, it's not like you have to do it all at once, but as a cancer survivor, I definitely am interested in just how to be a little more healthy every day. So anyway, so that's my Weight Watcher update, my health update, and my PSA for dermatology visits. So I hope you guys are doing well, and let me know in the comments below, how are you guys doing, and are you doing anything you know, exercise-wise to invest in your health, or changing your diet, or if you have any suggestions in the natural route of household things. I definitely don't use a lot of different household cleaners, usually Mrs. Meyer's, but I'd like to probably veer, I do have some 7th generation too, veer more towards 7th generation, etc. So anyway, I will talk to you soon, and I hope you have a blessed week. And remember, you are amazing and you can do it. Take care.